In this video, I'm going to show you how you can add Ready Classroom digital book pages to your Schoology course. So on the middle school math department group inside of Schoology, under resources where you have some folders for each course, I added a folder at the top called Ready Classroom Digital Book. So if you go inside of it, there's 3 different folders. Ready Classroom doesn't label it as math course 1, 2, 3. They just label it as the grades. So what you can do is you can click inside the grade, and you're going to see you're going to have the entire book. This is already linked up as an external tool. So what that means is when you add it to your course, it's going to embed right inside of Schoology. So this is great where if you're working on a lesson and want the kids to have access to a certain part of the book, and I'll go over that in a second. So what you could do is you could take this entire book by selecting all of these, or you can do an entire unit individually if you want to, and you would be able to go to Edit, Add to Course, and then obviously you would select the course that you wanted to go to. The other option is if you want to do it on a more individual basis, you can say, all right, I want to go inside Unit 1. I am on Lesson 2. You could just do Lesson 2, finding the area of triangles and other polygons. I could select that box, go to Edit, and then Add to Course as well. So what this little icon inside of Schoology means, it is an external tool. So I've already added one as a sample just to my test course that I use. So this is how it would show if you do an individual lesson. So for a student, this would pop in here. A student would click on it, and you will see what it's going to do is it's going to embed it right inside of Schoology for them. It's not leaving. And right here would be the start of Lesson 4. And I checked these pages match up, so it is the current Ready Classroom. So you would be able to see that they can go through, they would be able to go on the next page, work through that lesson, and right now it's on a 2-page spread. They have the option to select only a 1-page spread. There's even a calculator right here on the page, which is kind of neat. There is even a text-to-speech feature where it would automatically read it for them.
Lesson 4, work with algebraic expressions, activity.
For kids with accommodations, so that's really nice. But it's great that you don't have to necessarily go out to the teacher toolbox all the time and find those to upload. These are already going to be all embedded. So again, you can add the entire book at once as a resource for students. You could also add them by unit individually, whatever obviously is going to meet your needs. So I just wanted to show you that. It's a great resource. You just need to go to that group, select however you're going to add it, and then you can obviously add it to your own course. Another option is I see a lot of people who use the Google Slides embedding at the top, and they said, well, maybe I can just put a link there so they have access to the entire book at one shot. So if I go back to my class, again, all of these things have different links. So if you make a folder, like this one says dystopian unit, when I click on this, watch the URL change at the top. So I clicked it. This, if I had this folder filled with all those math materials, I could select this link, and then I could say, if I have it structured that my Google slide or something is embedded at the top like this, where a lot of you have like Bitmoji classrooms, is you can add a link with a resource to the book, and you would use the link that I just grabbed for that specific folder. So if that folder that I just grabbed had all of the documents in it for the entire book, you could link it on here, and the kids would always have access to do that right at the top of their course. So there's a bunch of different ways, but I wanted to share that with you because I think it will be useful for you guys.